Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vote and create wealth from within. What's up, family? What's up? What's up? What's up, Instagram? What is up, TikTok? What's up, YouTube, Facebook? What's going on, family? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It is that time. It is the wake-up call with Dr. Tawana. You understand me? What's going on, family? Let me know where you are tapping in from, right? Let me know where you're joining me live from. Let me know who's tapping in with me. You know how we do it on TikTok. Keep the hearts coming. That's going to put me in the For You page. So it'll help me beat the algorithms. Y'all make sure y'all share, y'all like, y'all subscribe. If you're new to my platforms, you follow, all that good stuff, okay? Right? Make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you say hello. Something good, right? Turn this down right here. Y'all know when we play this, what time it is. Look, family, I ain't going to be here long, but I'm going to be here strong, okay? I understand that people got things to do. What's up, King of the Weights? San Antonio, Texas, representing. I see you, brother. What's going on? I told y'all to tap in. Let me know who's tapping in so I can shout out. We family. You feel me? We are family. We got to get in the practice of saying hello to one another, okay? We family. We got to break the customs and traditions and mindsets that we just, you know what I'm saying, walk past people and no, we brothers, we sisters, we family. What's going on, Charleston, South Carolina? I see you. That's what's up. That's what's up. Over here on TikTok, Ramses the Only. I think that's how I say it. Hopefully I ain't jacking it up. But what's going on, family? Look, I wanted to come by here real quick. I don't know if y'all know, and they got people all caught up and wrapped up with all this other foolishness that's going on around, you know, people preparing for the Super Bowl and all this other stuff. But what we have not been really paying attention to is what's popping off in the skies over us. Do we really know what's over us? Because you got some folks, some other nations in the skies over us, surveilling us at any given time. I always say that. War don't never hurt nobody but the civilians. And of course, the people that go and fight it. But the people that start the wars are never harmed by the wars that they create. Ain't that something? We got space and we got people flying in the air on airplanes. And you got these balloons, spy balloons popping up everywhere. And the administration ain't got a clue. But they flying over us. Y'all keep on bringing the hearts over here on Instagram. Not because you love me. You can do that if you do love me. But because we're trying to beat the algorithm, okay? That's just plain and simple. That's the way we evangelize over here. That's the way we share the good news over here. Because it is good news. I care more about everyday, regular, smuggler civilians. You and I, the innocent people that don't have anything to do with all this stuff that's going on. We don't know what's flying above our heads, y'all. We got everything. I was looking at tissue today, toilet paper, $14 for 8 rolls. You got everything going up. How coincidental is it that all of these things are happening simultaneously? And one thing that I heard as I was looking at the prices, because the prices don't affect everybody. Let me make that real clear. It don't affect everybody. But it will affect those who don't have that type of money to spend on those type of things. So you'll be forever making compromises until you compromise yourself completely out. And you ain't got nothing, no place to lay your head. You ain't got no car to drive, no food to eat, nowhere to sleep. It's the name of the game. It's a slow kill. We should have all been awakened when the stuff first started rolling out in the beginning of 2020. We should have all been awakened. We should not have been caught up, ensnared, debating one another about what gang we gonna go with. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be a Democrat, you a Crip, and if you're gonna be a Republican, you a Blood. All this stupid stuff. We was, the gangsters, the real gangsters. Anybody know the gangsters that I'm talking about? Anybody? If y'all know the gangsters that I'm talking about, put a yes in the chat. The real gangsters. Not the ones in the hood, but the ones in the White House. The ones with the white jackets. Those gangsters that had us divided amongst each other, that had us distracted, that had us fighting over each other, whether somebody had something on their face or not, whether somebody did something or took something or not. Those Crips, the real gangsters. All right, DNA loyalty. Much love. Much love to you. Thank you. And congratulations on just getting the #1 gifter badge. Let me say this, every time I show up, it's a campaign against ignorance, okay? On Instagram, they got badges. Badges cost 99 cents. All right? We do have a nonprofit organization that is not funded by the government. It has been in existence and operation since 2006. It started with me taking half of my food stamps and making sure people that look like you and I did not starve. Okay? Make sure they did not starve. If you went 4 days without a meal, we was coming on the 5th day. You wasn't going to die. Okay, so whatever contribution that y'all give, whether it's 99 cents on the stars over here on Facebook, and whatever it is on YouTube, because I can't remember what all badges I think it is on YouTube. Same thing on Instagram, same thing on TikTok. The gifters, the badges. If y'all don't mind sending those, I will use, and I promise you, I just let them collect. And then whenever somebody needs them, then if I gotta cash them out, I don't even know how it works. But I'm just saying, when I show up, you know how you go to a restaurant and you eat a meal and you leave a tip because you got served properly? If I come by here and I serve you properly, do we mind putting something together in the pot? Because it may be one day that I feel impressed to say, you know what? Whatever I got in this pot, I'm going to give it to you. I feel compelled to give it to you. You never know. You never know, right? So I'm just saying that because I do that. I am led. I'm a good steward over wealth. I'm a good steward over resources. And I use them as I am led to do so. Now, with that being said, I don't want to take a whole bunch of time, but I want y'all to hear some stuff. Y'all know when I come through here, I'm trying to share some information, trying to share some motivation, trying to share some positivity. They want us to be distracted and entertained. But my job is to make sure I disrupt what it is that they actually trying to get us to be distracted by, because the more urgent matters is what we are failing to neglect. What's happening? We got people in the sky that we don't know. They are ready to go to war. Last year, they had already, concluded or put together this, war war group. I forgot what the name of it is. I was trying to think about it. But this war group. And now they laughing at the United States because we over here shooting down balloons with fighter jets, which makes no sense. You taking the Americans' tax dollars that we are working for and paying taxes on and sending that money to Ukraine to fight their war. But we got fighter jets for balloons. You understand? Yes, we are at war. We at war on multiple levels. But the war that I'm talking about is actual gunfire, invasion, terrorism. I'm talking about that type of war. Yes, we are absolutely at war, been at war. Especially when people can't feed themselves. That's war. Especially when a group of people is always, the first people to be tested on, to be experimented on, to get the end of the stick. We've been at war. But I'm talking about the war where you have other nations on our ground. Why in the world would we have another nation flying over our airspace and monitoring and surveilling citizens? Because, and if y'all was on here when I said this the last time, I ain't lying. I told y'all when they let them people come in New York and set up whole shops to watch they civilians. That was when and then they in bed with each other. The son, the daddy, they in bed with these people. That's why they got ties and connections and money trails mile wide and high and long that can be actually traced. And every time somebody get ready to expose it, it's another distraction. So that the American people, you and I, and the world globally is not aware of, the movie White House Down. I mean, y'all watched that movie. It told y'all who took over the White House, who was in bed with the enemy, the whole 9 yards. Why? Because they never can do anything without first telling us. No, they're never going to come out and say, "Hey, look, we getting ready." No, it got to be done in movies discreetly, but it has to be done. That way we can't say, "Well, we didn't know." They're going to say, "Yes, you did. We told you. We showed it to you." What we're in right now is a Hunger Game. Remember that movie? It's real. Let me go ahead and play this. I don't got time to turn all my cameras around, but we're going to be able to hear it. I just want us to know what is going on. That's my job. Whether you believe or you don't, whether you hear or forbear, whether you take action or you don't. My job is to come by here and tell the truth and keep us updated on what it is that is happening and why we need to be really moving the way that we need to be moving, why we don't need to be wasting time. This is what I was going to say before I play these clippings. As I was looking at the cost of tissue, I'm like, wow, tissue for 8 roses, $14. And what I heard back was, remember in the beginning of 2020? When that whole little skit was being played out, and people had to sit home and they had to, stay in the house and contain themselves in the house, and they couldn't travel to and fro and all of these things. Remember that? And remember that time when all these people was given stuff that they ain't never had, such as $40,000 from PPP for businesses they ain't never worked. Remember that time? I was like, yeah, I remember that time. That was the time when they should have been buying tissue at regular price, so that when inflation came, it wouldn't be affecting them. That was the time when I told my people to stock up and prepare, and they did not. That was the time when you should have been ahead of the game. Most people heard it, meditated on it, and then ignored it. And now they're going to be affected by the very thing that they failed to prepare. Let me ask y'all by a raise of hands or just a me in the comment. How many of y'all knew 3 years ago now that you needed to be stocking up? See, it was a drill. How people was panic shopping and why we needed to take heed and pay attention to that. And once store shelves was backstopped, we needed to be putting stuff to the side little by little. How many of y'all can y'all just talk back to me today, please? Yeah, me too. Before then, I started being warned way back in 2010. Way back in 2010. But at the beginning of 2020, it was like, there's no more games. No more. Because I was warned way back in 2010. Now here we is in 2020, a whole decade later, and now it's like, you better quit playing. All jokes aside, you better go ahead and get you something prepared. And I mean, you better go ahead and get you something prepared now. Right? Anybody else want to agree that I was told before then to begin? I was told before now. How about that? I was told before now to start stocking up and preparing for stuff. Now you got canned goods that are not going to be on the shelf. Canned goods and canned drinks. Butter, eggs, oil, all kind of oil, canola oil, olive oil, all kind of oil, bread. All of that stuff is going to be in high cost and a shortage in supply. So if you need it, that means, remember where it say, how many of y'all ever heard this right here, whether you were spiritual or not? How many of y'all ever heard this passage or this? How many ever heard somebody say this? For a day's wages will cost for the loaf of bread. And if you heard it before, tell me where you heard it from. Because I don't think no book been that accurate. Well, for a loaf of bread would be a day's wages. You think about a day's wages, roughly minimally 50 to 60 bucks, maybe 80 bucks. Can you imagine a loaf of bread being that much? If you can't, you should. If you cannot, you should. Because we about there, baby. We are about there. And I hope somebody else could fact check me on this too. Did anybody else here, when you see these things happening, this is only the beginning and not the ending? Did anybody else hear that? Did anybody else hear anything like that? That when you see wars and rumors of wars and nations against nations and earthquakes in diverse places, did anybody hear that? That this is just the beginning, not even the middle, the beginning of something that is coming up on this earth that have never came before, and something that is coming up on this earth that will never come again. Okay? So now we're seeing it. That's why I said it. Now we're seeing it. And we still think we got time to twiddle our thumbs and be worried about who's performing and all of this stuff and what's the latest news with this rapper and what they doing over here. All of them folks don't know us. All of them folks ain't gonna help us. And while we are distracted as a people, while we are divided as a people, we got the enemy flying over our heads. And when I tell you my dreams have been accelerated like never before, I'm dreaming about stuff that is to come. And just waiting on it. And a lot of other people are prepared, in a sense. They have a better advantage, shall I say, than we do. So that's why I come by here. I don't care. I'm going to keep on showing up. They can't silence me. They can't stop me. Because at the end of the day, I see people that are prepared and I see people that are unprepared. And the people that are unprepared look like me. I got a problem with that. I get a lot of people that call me on the phone and be like, I just thank you for what you do. And I'm like, look, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. Don't thank me. Somebody had to do it. Harriet Tubman had to do it. Okay? When it was Dr. Martin Luther King, for whatever he had to do it. When it was Louis Farrakhan, he had to do it. Okay? When it was Malcolm X, he had to do it. When it was Cesar Chavez, he had to do it. Okay? When it was Rosa Parks, she had to do it. Look. You don't got to thank me. This comes with the territory. If you're real, that means if you're real, you can only be a real individual. And I'm saying that from a outside perspective. You got to be a real individual to pretty much take on the weight of the world. You got to love your life not unto death. You do. We should be coming together sharing stuff like your life matters. And Jesus just said, we need to know about EMP things, how to keep magnetic stuff away from us, how to detoxify our bodies in case we came into contact with some. We don't know a damn thing. Y'all excuse my language. I'm not a cursor. I used to be a master cursor. But I watch my words because my words are very powerful. And I'm going to give an account about these words. So I'm not a cusser. It only comes to when I'm talking to my people that sometimes it's because the depths of my pain for my people. So y'all excuse me, okay? I'm working on it. I am. But you ever love somebody you just, like pain causes you to say things and do things. That's the best way that I can describe it. Sometimes I want to come on here and I say, well, you know what? I can't get on here right now because y'all really want to know how I want to talk to y'all. I want to be like, look, I'm going to need y'all to mother effers to get y'all SHIT together. Straight the F up. I want to get on here and I want to say that sometimes. Sometimes that's the only way my people hear. That's why sometimes you won't see me getting on here for that reason. Because I want to be a wise steward over my words. Because I know how powerful my words are. But the pain be so deep. I was out today getting something to eat. Said I ain't gonna be cooking today. I just, I'm gonna get out and get me something to eat. Boy, and just to see my people walking around nappy headed, pants sagging, cracked out, mouth moving. Just from the young people to the old people. I got to think. I spent a lot of days like, wow, beautiful people. Very beautiful people. And this has been their lot in life for generations. It's like the Walking Dead. That's what they look like. They have life, but they're not living. And a lot of them will make excuses and say, well, I can't do this because, they oppressed us and I can't do that. And I just sit back and I look. I was oppressed until I stopped, until I found out that I was oppressed. And then when I found out I was oppressed, I had to find out how to break that oppression. And the only way that I can break the oppression was education. The very thing that I lacked. The very thing that I lacked was education. I didn't know what nobody else knew, so I couldn't do nothing different. Right? I don't know who you calling a liar. See, I don't know why you devils come up over here and be playing with me because I'm not the one to play. Better go ask somebody. I'm actually going on a lay down campaign for 7 days so that I can pray some prayers of victory over my enemies and to destroy anybody who makes himself an enemy of me, period. I don't have time to be arguing and bickering. I'm building. So troll yourself on up out of here while you still got your livelihood. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm very funny. I hope that you think that I am very funny. I hope that you think that I am very funny because I am very serious. And if you keep playing, I will pray that the angel of the Most High God chase you into dark and dreary places and chastise you. That's what I will do. And don't come over here and play that little game about why you so angry. I'm not angry, and you're not going to speak nothing over my life. You don't know me like that. See, your name is called trolling again. Go do that on somebody else's thing. Me being firm and direct don't have nothing to do with me being angry. You can't speak nothing over my life. I'm a woman full of joy and peace and contentment. Okay? No, I don't think you're scared of any witchcraft, and I don't practice witchcraft. I practice the truth. That's what I'm letting you know. And that's all the time and attention that you're going to get. You have been warned. Satan, the Lord rebukes you. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. Go find you somebody else's TikTok to go, scroll on and play games on, because this ain't what you want over here. That's what I'm telling you. You come over here and you think that social media gives you the opportunity, but see, this is the thing. This is the thing. Let me just say this hypothetically. You don't ever know who people is. See, Google search, it just costs 99 cents. That's it. Google search just costs people look up is only 99 cents. You just never know. You don't start a fight with somebody who was born for war. I'm a warrior, and I'm a very skilled warrior. That's what I will say. So people tend to play games with people that they don't know. And I'm saying this hypothetically because you don't ever know who is who. That's what you don't know. I ain't got to bring anything on. I'm just going to simply say this. May the Most High God judge between you and I. And may he avenge. I'm going to leave room for his wrath against all of my adversaries and all of my enemies. That's what I'm going to say. And we're going to leave it at that, okay? And then I'm finna block you. And prayerfully, you will go sit yourself down somewhere and repent. And stop being used by the enemy. That's all I'm saying, okay? Nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and get back to what I was saying. We better pay attention and wake up to what's going on around us, above us, all of that. I don't give them my energy. I ain't got time to do that, but I will give them this rebuke. See, that's one thing about me. I'm a different type of person. You know how people just let them slide and just don't worry about that. And I'm a warrior. There's no cutting that off. I'm a different type of person. I don't go to sleep with people in my heart. I don't do any of that. I don't allow people to have power over me. I will check you straight at the gate. I don't let demons operate on my watch. I will check you and cut your head off straight at the gate. That's something that I don't do because the devil ain't playing with me, so I don't play with the devil. So I know some with good intentions be like, just leave it alone now. When it's time for me to check a demon, I will check a demon, period. I don't play with them. See, them Christians, they babysit them and they play with them. And bring them to church and let them tear up the church and then let them act like, I don't play with them. I'm an ambassador. So I don't play with spirits. When they try to come up over here and run up over here, then you're going to run up out of here. You come in one way, you're going to flee 7 ways. I will cut your entire head off because I don't play like that in the spirit realm or in the physical realm. And this is my season of seeing my desires upon my enemies. So anybody who make themselves an enemy of me have made themselves an enemy of my Father. And I'm just going to move on out of his way and let him handle my back and fight my battles. See, most people don't know the word. That was David. David said, let my enemies become bald-headed. Let their children be desolate. The Christian people will tell you, don't pray that. See, I'm kingdom. I'm an ambassador. Everybody in my lineage was warriors. Okay? All my ancestors was warriors. I ain't going to get over here right now and be no punk and misrepresent that. So that was just a little side interjection. In case y'all didn't know, that's what makes me unique. I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm trying to be like me. I'm trying to be like my Father who owns everything, who is the ruler. He's the king of a king. Okay? So I decree and declare as he does. And that's just one thing that you ain't gonna never do. So if I gotta take time and find time today to rebuke the devil, I will. Now I can move forward. We need to really, really, really be moving. And we need to really, really, really be preparing. And we need to be moving now, brothers and sisters. That's what I wanted to come on here and say. As I was thinking about where prices are now, I thought about how we have the advantage to get ahead of the game and not be reactive behind the game, because now we're reacting. Now we got to take stuff from over here to provide over here. You know, $100 would only buy you a loaf of bread, 2 cartons of orange juice, a thing of eggs, some Pampers, and 3 or 4 things of baby food. That's $125. Now, how's it that we got all of this inflation and people ain't got that type of resources, those type of finances? And then you got a shortage of food. You got inflation and a shortage of food. You got inflation on everything, not just food, on everything, on rent costs, on gas costs, on everything. And you got a war, a full-blown war. We could wake up, and then you got them telling you, get your money. I mean, you got them telling you that they can lock up your money and stuff in the bank. Let me let y'all hear these clips, and then I'm going to go. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Ooh, I got a lot. I got a lot to share with y'all. I'm going to try to do this real fast. I got a lot to share with y'all. Let me see which ones are the prominent ones, and then I'll come back and share some other ones with y'all. And I want y'all to know, when I come by here and share it, I'm not coming by here and share it just so you can be watching it. Baby, you need to be reactive. You need to be moving. That's all I'm going to say. I'm coming by to share it because you need to be moving. You don't need to be afraid. You don't need to be stuck. You don't need to be in fear. You need to be moving. My taxes and insurance went up, but my paycheck didn't. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all remember when General Powell said that they was going to push the United States into a depression or a recession to save them? They said, we don't care if we tip the scale. It don't matter if we push them into a recession. This is the only thing that's going to save us. And the goal is to get us, the biggest spenders, to stop spending, to slow recession. Hold on 1 second. I'm almost there. I didn't send myself so much. I'm trying to see where. Okay, I think I'm going to start from right here. Come on. I think y'all need to see this first. Well, listen to this. Hopefully, let me share my screen over here. If y'all do want to see it, jump on YouTube or jump on Facebook, and you guys will be able to see it. I don't want to turn the cameras back and forth over here today, so I'll let you guys hear it. But I think this is it. Y'all check this out. Click on this 1 second. Oh, they're not gonna be able to hear it. Let me read to y'all what it's saying. It says uplink. This is from the World Economic Forum. Y'all see that over here on YouTube? Facebook. This is from the World Economic Forum, the WEF. And this is what they were discussing when they just met with each other. Uplink, this is a startup that gives clothes digital IDs to help the planet, which means your clothes is going to be marked with a digital ID to help the planet. Hooded sweatshirts. Eon creates online digital passports for garments. Man. Enabling brands to sell their clothing again. Create more sustainable business models. You will allow them to create more and more. They're not thinking about what's really going on, that you actually got a dang on barcode on your clothes. That is tracking you, beloved. The circular ID also let brands follow their garments over their entire life cycle. Production to sell and resale, reuse and recycle. The circular ID enablers recyclers. Hold on. I went too fast. The circular ID also enables recyclers to access essential information like the fabric details. Fashion is one of the world's most booming industries. Textile generation digitally connected such as rental repair and styling, reducing the production of new garments. 5 of the world's top 20 brands are on board, working with Microsoft. Eon aims to bring millions of garments online by 2025. Eon is the America. What's the big idea to cut back? Ideas of circular economy. So now we're gonna have clothes that track us. Did y'all see that over here? What are your thoughts? Huh? Trackable clothing. And this is going to be implemented by 2025. Y'all remember when they met at the White House at the beginning of last year and they said they were accelerating the 2030 agenda? How many of y'all heard about the B system? How many of y'all heard that you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade unless you receive a mark? Anybody? Because you got people that are arguing and debate all kind of stuff. But see, that wasn't no lie. There was no lies detected. So we don't need to be even wearing their clothes. We need to have our own. Y'all tracking with me? This is why we need to be building. We don't need to be in their stores. We need our own. Y'all tracking with me? Oh, and I just got to the bare minimum of it. The mRNA, that stuff that many people didn't want to put in their bodies, that will now be in our livestock. So the meat that you eat, you're going to get it one way or the other if you eat meat from them. Would y'all like to hear or see that? I got receipts. Now you got trackable clothes. Doesn't that sound beastish to you? It's a system. It's a one world order. Matter of fact, it's on the back of y'all dollar bill. Nuevos Ordo Seclora. Y'all don't know what that means, New World Order? Y'all don't know what that means on the back of the dollar bill? On the back of the money? Nuevos Ordo Seclora. New World Order. They had to implement what they did so they can implement a new system, a beast system. And we still think we got time to play. You be a part of the beast system. That's why I say, come out from amongst them, lest you receive of their sins and partake of their plagues. You gonna get the same plague they get. You gonna partake of their plagues. No man will be able to buy, sell, or trade unless he receiveth the mark. You couldn't go into the store unless you was marked with something over your mouth. You couldn't go into work unless you was marked with something injected in your skin. You can't go into certain buildings unless you got a certain credit profile like they implemented in the big, CCP. Catch my drift? It's called the credit scoring system that we will see on the scene in about a couple of months by the end of this year. Model F credit system that says if your score is low enough, you can't ride a bus or a train or a bicycle or enter your apartment complex. If you don't pay your fines, you will be blasted on billboards. Is anybody awake or no? Sound really beastish to me. And now they're talking about the meat. They said the mRNA would be in the lettuce, the vegetation. So whether you wanted to go in there and take that willingly in your arm or not, that's cool. When you eat it, you're going to eat it. And now they're coming for the livestock. And guess who ain't got no livestock? We don't. We don't. Guess who ain't got no livestock? We don't. Guess who ain't got no land to grow no lettuce? We don't. Guess who's too busy buying Versace and all they clothes and we ain't got no clothes? We are. You buying another man's brand who they the top people in agreement with the digital barcode. Y'all thought that, oh, let me go to Cash App real quick and give you my barcode. You see, y'all thought that was just, a faster way. Oh, they have been preparing this. These devils been in unison for hundreds of years on how to take down we the people. And we've been in division for hundreds of years. And that's how they was able to one up us. Get on back over here. Just get on back over here. Hold on one second. Kicked me out, so now I gotta scroll on up here to the top again real quick. That's right. We ain't got nothing in place. Steady talking about this. I feel like something's telling me to do it, but is this a scam? Baby, they gonna scam y'all. They're gonna scam y'all from the cradle to the grave. They didn't scam y'all from the cradle to the grave. What's going on over here? Now you got these cats telling us. Now listen to what they say. I'm gonna let it play like 2 or 3 times so that you can hear it. Slow motion. Let y'all hear this one. Listen closely. One more time. Period. A bank or other financial service provider. PayPal, Chrome, Google, Cash App, a bank or other financial service provider will be able. Y'all can't hear? What? Hold on. Oh, no. Y'all got to hear this. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes, indeed. Let me let y'all hear this again.
This provider will be able, a bank or other financial service provider will be able to immediately freeze or suspend an account without a court order. A bank or other financial service provider will be able to immediately freeze or suspend an account without a court order.
I hope y'all ain't got y'all money in y'all banks, and I hope that y'all ain't trying to save y'all money, because they just told you legitimately we will be able to steal your money without your permission, without a court order. Oh, yeah. A bank or any financial service provider will be able to freeze or suspend your money without a court order. Okay, let's move on. That's why I told y'all, while y'all got time and y'all got 401k, you should be pulling that out. Because you're working under illusion. You ain't going to get that anyway. You might as well take it now and go invest it in something that's going to yield you something. Instead of trying to work and go along in the matrix for 65 years. And you can draw that $500, $700 a month and then go sign up at Walmart to say, welcome to Walmart. Welcome to Lowe's. That's what you can do. You got that right, beloved. That's how they start that war. You want to see war? Y'all talk back to me real quick before we move forward. Y'all talk back to me real quick. Especially for people that look like me. When money is not readily available and folks that look like me cannot take care of their families or provide meals or whatever the case may be, what is the first thing they resort to? Anybody dare to answer that? Just put that little one word in the comment. What do they resort to? You cut off their Section 8. You cut off their Social Security. Cut off their food stamps. Y'all did remember to say after February that them food stamps was going to be decreased while the food increased. What do you think happens for us as a minority people? Huh? What do you think where do you think happened? What do you think is going to happen when they cut people food stamps, keep on raising the prices of food, right? They're not making enough money to provide for themselves. So what do our people, what did they resort to with Hurricane Katrina? Huh? What did they resort to? Hustle, violence. When Hurricane Katrina came in, they was out there stealing, right? They was out there stealing, right? And killing. Violence. That's what our people resort to. Why? Because they don't got nothing else. They didn't take the initiative to learn nothing else, to do nothing else. So the only other alternative is to get it by all means necessary from whoever we got to get it from. Do y'all know what's happening? Can y'all see the picture clearly? And then you got a foreign invasion. And then they trying to weaponize the military against its own civilians. Baby. Let me just keep on moving down here real quick. Just real quick. Here go the livestock thing. mRNA. Can y'all see it over here? Y'all can't see it. Hold on. Okay. Let y'all see. I'm going to read it to y'all over here if y'all still over here. mRNA vaccines in livestock and companion animals are here now. Woo! Baby. The current public receipts are included in this essay and more on the way. Before we can discuss mRNA vaccines for livestock, pets, and wildlife, we must first address the elephant in the room. That is, how come the public is able to access human clinical trial information, but it is not able to do the same for clinical trials involving animal health? This is what happened during the early days of the AIDS pandemic, when they infected people, right? So a doctor who has risked his life to say, they want me to sign in, so I guess we ain't gonna be able to finish reading that one. Because I'm not signing in. I don't sign up to all of these things. But they here. And they want to put it in our food. And this is what they want us to eat. You go back over here. I wanted y'all to listen to this. Hear this. Because this is what I'm getting to as well. I'm going to get here right here real quick. See, because I've been telling y'all to get ahead of the game. So you don't have to be reactive. Get ahead of the game so you are proactive. 36 plus alarming automation and job loss statistics 2023. Robots, machines, and AI is coming for your job. Why do you think they're replacing all these people? Because now you can have a website built by AI, artificial intelligence. You can have content created by AI. You can find loads and load board by AI. You can write a book by AI. So it says 36 plus alarming automation and job losses. Statistics for 2023 are robots, machines, and AI coming for your job. Look. Automation is predicted to displace 20 million manufacturing jobs by 2030. U.S. is home to 310,700 industrial robots. And that number is increasing by at least 40,000 each year. Automation has the potential to eliminate 73 million jobs, U.S. jobs, not global, by 2030, which would equate to a staggering 46% of current jobs. 37% of Americans are worried about automation displacing them from their jobs, and 85% of Americans approve of automation only in jobs that are dangerous or unhealthy for humans. 25% of American jobs are highly susceptible to automation. Globally, there are 3 million operational industrial robots as of 2020, a 10% increase from 2019. Oh, I got to show y'all. Let me y'all go look this up, okay? Y'all go find the article yourself, because like I said, I got a whole bunch of stuff to show y'all today. But let me jump up over here. And like I said, if you guys want to see the replay over here on TikTok or Instagram, it will be on YouTube. You guys will be able to see that. Let me show y'all up over here. Y'all got to check these robots out. Straight up. Y'all got to check these robots out. Yeah, y'all definitely. And hold on, because I'm not done. I want to show y'all something else with these robots. Okay? So I try to put our people ahead of the game. Because I had insight. Why? Because I have been granted access to sit amongst people that's been well aware of this for a very long time. I told you the Father sent me in like a spiritual heist to get the information and to come back and bring it to the people. That's what I did. And they prepared for it with gold, precious metals. I'm in a group where every day they're like, this is what you want to put your money into right here. Get this gold from right here. I tried to come back and make sure that my people, because I could never fathom in my mind and in my heart that I knew some information and I didn't do nothing with it. And a whole nation of people, you can't never, I can't never do that, family. That's something that I could never do. I don't see how people live with it. They get information and they won't share it. That's something that I never could do. Okay? Swell is over here. This is the future of farming. Robotic apple harvesters, which can pick 30 apples in 1 minute. Why would they need humans? You see this? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And like I said, if y'all want to see the visual, Facebook and YouTube they looking at it. I just don't have enough hands to turn all the cameras around tonight. But what they're seeing is robots. This is the future of farming. We don't need human beings anymore, basically. I'm going to let y'all hear this last clip right here.
Do you believe that China is preparing for war?
Yes, the signs are unmistakable. So, for instance, at the Communist Party's 20th National Congress in October, Xi Jinping appointed what's called the War Cabinet. Of course, he's sponsoring the largest military buildup since the Second World War. He is trying to sanctions-proof his regime, and most ominously, he is mobilizing China's civilians for war. In July, a Chinese entrepreneur making medical products for the civilian sector told me that Communist Party officials came to him and ordered him to switch his production lines from civilian products to military products. There's been similar orders given to other manufacturers. As a matter of fact, the Communist Party is now operating factories once owned by private entrepreneurs because the private entrepreneurs said that they did not want to stick around for Xi Jinping's war.
Why is China doing this? What advantage do they gain by going to war?
That's a great question. I think that part of it is Xi Jinping must be seeing a closing window of opportunity.
But do you believe?
So it ain't no if. It's just a practically when we're going to go to war. I don't think it's no coincidence that China and Bill Gates bought up the majority of farmland in America. So where you live going to be controlled, what you eat going to be controlled, where you can go, what you wear, it's going to be controlled. And they know the parties in office are very weak. So much so that they was mocking them today. I'll come back and share that information with y'all, but here's the thing, family. When I came by here and I said, start y'all something virtually because success leaves clues, that's what I meant. That's how you was able to get ahead of the game. So when they closed down the brick and mortars, you were still able to float. And you be following the trend. At least get on here and get what you need so that you can go get what you need. Hello, somebody? You ain't going to be able to buy gold and silver. If all the dollar bills go, you ain't going to have nothing to trade. Hey, boo, what's going on? Bama Sweet, 45. You're not going to be able to buy gold. You ain't going to have nothing to buy gold with. The dollar will lose its value. If this country go to war, we are already so much in debt and it's up the yin yang, you ain't going to be able to buy anything. This is all planned so that they can implement a new system. And then when this new system is implemented, you are either in compliance. And for the Christians that be like, well, Jesus is going to come rescue us. It said you will be hated by all men. You will be beaten and even killed for my name's sake. I just thought I'd let y'all know that. For all of those that think they've been just rattle-daddle and escape up out of here, and I'm good and I don't got to prepare, because Jesus is going to save me. He actually says you're going to go through all of those things first. First. I told y'all in 2020 when they put water on the stock market, that was a problem. Yeah, these are the beginning of sorrows. You will be put out of their meeting places. You will be beaten and you will be killed. So I don't want folks running around here in a delusion. I love the church. I think it has its place. But I'm not on the bull crap. I'm a kingdom ambassador. See, what my Christ came preaching was the kingdom of God. What my Father owns is the earth and is his fullness thereof. The earth is his footstool, and the heaven is his domain. But he is a kingdom. Very distinct. He ain't the God of everybody. He the God of everybody is his creation. So let me say that. So somebody don't get their panties in a bunch. He ain't the God of everybody. All is his creation, but all is not his children. That's why he was very distinct. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God of the Hebrews, to be exact. And when Christ came, he said, I was not sent for everybody. I was sent for the lost sheep of Israel. See, that's what they won't tell you. They try to make us worship Caesar Borgia and find it. No, I know who I am and who I belong to. That's my Father. That's who I serve. And the kingdom is winning. I just came to announce to y'all that all of this stuff that's going on in this kingdom of darkness is going to continue to get worse. But in my kingdom, there is no darkness. In my kingdom, there is no inflation. Actually, in my kingdom, we are growing rapidly. We are getting richer. We are taking the wealth of the wicked and building the kingdom with it. We are disease-free. We are depression-free, oppression-free. You understand me? That's what I came by here to announce. I always like to let y'all know what you're up against and the solutions that we have. We can get busy building, or we can be boldered down by the bricks that are getting ready to rain down on Sodom and Gomorrah here, also known as America. That's what's going to happen, because it is even written that America will go down in 1 hour. I didn't say that. That's what is written. And it tells us, pray that we may escape all that is coming up on the face of the earth. If all hope was lost and everybody was going to die, why was we told to pray that we escape? And he didn't say pray that you get caught up. That's not the word escape. That's not what that word means. I need y'all to go read that in the Greek in its original content. If I listen to what you say and I plant me a garden and then a famine comes, I escape the famine because I took the time to plant the garden. If there is getting ready to be an ice age or some type of freeze and you have me build something underground with a whole bunch of heating machines and different things of that sort to be able to heat myself and sustain myself. And you give me the blueprint, like you gave Noah how to build the ark to sustain him during the flood. You give me the blueprint of how to do it, what kind of fuel or whatever water I need, and then I do it. I escape the ice age. Okay? That's how I escape. So we need to be taking the initiative to do what we need to do. Not later, right now. Not tomorrow, but today. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. We don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow and be in war. We don't. But every single day that we are alive, and every single day that we have given an opportunity, we need to be building. No, we can't save our lives. If any man thinks that he's going to save his life, he's going to lose it. But also, if any man doesn't prepare his family, it's worse than a demon. It's worse than the unbelief. You worse than Bill Gates or Dr. Fauci and some of these other cats that have run around here and committed mass atrocities. There is opportunities, okay? That's what I want to let you know. And that's why I show up with them. Because there is so many opportunities too numerous to count. You would take you some time and get ahead of the game and build you out something, you ain't got to worry about it if your job is going to be replaced by AI. If your job is going to be, if you're going to get laid off from your job, you should have something. You got a story. You understand me? You got a gift. You got a talent. You got a skill that you picked up in the workplace. You should have had something in position. Because these people are paying, and they go into the College of YouTube University, and they are paying for you to get them out of pain, and you have a solution to somebody's pain. And you can actually use those resources. While you're making a difference, you can make $1 and take that dollar and convert it into land, convert it into gold and silver. It says the gold and the silver are mine, declares the Most High God. Those are his. They were here before the dollar bill. They were here before the digital trade, Forex. They were here and still won't be here. That's why they're buying it. That's why they're buying it by the boatload. You want to know who's buying all the gold and silver then? Because they already know that this dollar is going to collapse. And we got to have something that is back 1,000%. And how many of us on here own gold and silver? How many of us own gold and silver? I started buying that a cool minute ago. I said, if the dollar go down and I need to get some rice or something for my kids, baby, I will have something tangible to barter with somebody. How many of us on here got some gold or silver? Got these opportunities for y'all. Y'all know that transportation. Did y'all just hear me say you can make $14,000 a week with 2 box trucks? This is non-CDO. You don't have to have a commercial license. That's what's up, Kimber and Pumpkin. Want to learn how to start owning gold and silver? We need to get it right now. Carry bars. Got some other places that these other cats go to. I'm in a group. I'll show y'all my email. Every single day, we know what investment to invest in, which one's going to go up, which one's going to go down, pull the trigger on which one. Who got the greatest gold, who got, the best silver, prices at silver, all of that. That's what they do. They sit. That's why you don't see them out here being messy. They sit in circles and they network. They share ideas so that they can keep their people afloat. That's what I'm here to do. I've gotten information and ideas from them. Now I'm bringing it back to y'all. If you buy land, you'll never ever be poor. Never. You will kill that financial giant in your life. That financial Goliath, you will cut his head off. Buying you some land, some gold, some precious metals. They have urgent meetings While we be looking at stuff going viral about people twerking and stuff, they have urgent meetings. Joe Biden, they studied this stuff. Joe Biden just announced this. This just happened. You want to move on this? Russia just bought 40% of the gold. You want to move on? They have urgent meetings every day. They never take a break off. So family, I tell y'all about transportation. I'm really getting into land. That's why I told y'all this year moving forward, I ain't doing too many workshops and all of that stuff. We're looking at land in Rwanda. We're looking at land in Liberia. We're looking at land in the motherland. Very inexpensive. Get you some. I'm looking for nation builders who actually want to build globally. I got some here and there as a wise steward. And it's very inexpensive. With folks that's around here spending money on the Super Bowl and Beyonce tickets, they could have them some land. And I'm talking about some very lucrative land. And you can be in passive income just renting that out while you're over here, okay? Houses that look like mansions. Have an opportunity for some land here, you guys. I got spots for about 12 people. I announced it elsewhere, but I'm going to announce it here. You have an opportunity to buy some land. You get a half an acre. What you can build on a half acre is 9 2,400 square foot homes. That's very, very big. Your land appreciates. Now you got equity in your land. If you didn't want to build a house or 9 houses on your property, then you can put tract homes or mobile homes to start a mobile home little community. Put 9 of those on there. Now you're in passive income. You can stay in one yourself. We're going to do a bank there. We have a water well on this land. So water is on there already. Power, PG&E, or whatever you call it out here. We have that. It's close to the I-35. It's in the path of growth. It's definitely going to grow. And the land is going to appreciate. We have 12 spots left for you to actually buy a home. That's what I call it. Buy land, build houses. Imagine you being able to buy a home for $50,000. And then we are having courses. That's probably the only course that we will have about becoming home builders. How to build homes. We don't got to touch the work. We just put together the team, but we know how to build the homes on our own land that we buy and try to do them in every, all different type of cities and states as much as we possibly can. So if you are interested into that, like I said, it's a half acre of land with a certain percentage of that comes from the store, that comes from the school, that comes from the bank, and that comes from the hospital, urgent care. You got money, where I'm going to get that money from? If you got a 401k, go get it out of there. You ain't going to see it anyway. If you got an IRA, go get it from there. If you got a credit card, put it on there. We do have the opportunity for you to secure a half an acre for $25,000, but you will not have access to the percentage of the store and all of that. So if you got the percentage of the store, which will give you residual long-term generational wealth for you and your family, wealth that would outlive all future generations, then I would do the $50,000. We're all coming together. It's a community at least. We have a place to come together collectively. We have our own land. That's your land. Title deed, and we ain't got to worry about no water. We can now start going to get livestock. Me and my husband are already looking at heifers and different type of livestock. Why? And those that are unvaccinated. I want y'all to hear me, especially you nation builders. The Father is putting us in a position like a Joseph position. There is going to be millions that will not compromise. and be a part of the B system. And that's when they're going to need an alternative. We are going to be the alternative. This is bigger than us just preserving ourselves. This is positioning ourselves. Because when they can't go to the store and buy meat that ain't been contaminated, then they're going to come buy our meat. Are y'all tracking with me? If you are, just put a yes in the comment. What's really happening here? That the wealth of the wicked is coming into our bosom for those who will position themselves. When they can't go into certain buildings because they refuse certain things, they'll be able to come into ours. They will come seeking us and searching us. And that is the position that we are being put in. Transportation. I don't have no more opportunities for you to grow your money. But what I do have is the opportunity for you to start your own transportation. Showing some folks right now as we speak over in Nigeria how to make $3,000 a month. And that's a lot of money there in the transportation aspect. We are buying vehicles and shipping them over there to start the transportation. So now we got passive residual income coming globally and inside of this country. Who ready to go with me? Told y'all to join me in the Millionaire Monarch. I don't know why you slept on that, because that was going to show you how to utilize these machines that's going to replace your brick and mortar job, so that you and your family have something sufficient for you to make those type of moves. Let me go put my investment here. Let me put my investment there. Let me put my investment here. Let me keep growing my money so that my money don't run out. That's what an investment is, an opportunity for you to grow your money. Use somebody else's money to grow you some money. And keep on investing it so you can keep on harvesting. That's in a Millionaire Monarch. How to set up a trust and then put your LLCs under there. And then let your trust pay for your expenses. So now you live a tax-free life. It's all about how you play the game. Your property and land become tax-free. What you drive is tax-free. Where you live at is tax-free. You owe the government no taxes every year because your trust. And when you pass away, then your kids will be provided for by the trust. It's the trust. That's what you learn in the Millionaire Monarchs. You want to know how to use these machines before they get too beastish and build people businesses out and charge people that will pay you $55K, $25K, $10K, then y'all should be in the programs. I said this last but never least, and I'm going to go with this. Our people, sad to say, you got a whole bunch of our people that's going to perish because they're ignorant. They choose to be ignorant. They would still go out there and spend their money on hair and bundles and all of that stuff. They would still be wearing their clothes, wearing their houses, driving their homes, driving their land. They will still continue to do that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But what I want to say to you is the bare minimum you could have done was got you some hair and sold it over the next couple of months during income tax time, because they're going to buy it anyway. That's why, them people that come into our neighborhood from the CCP and they set up them hair and beauty supply stores, because they know all of our people will go in there and they make millions of dollars to send back on home. You know them. That's why they got into the business, because it's a very lucrative business. That's the least you could have done, because people are going to wear that. Women, people with cancer, women is going to wear hair. They also going to wear clothes. So I have a whole entire 3,000 plus vendor for you to find hair, lingerie, eyelashes, anything in the boutique space, clothes, sweatsuits, your own, fashion line, BBW, plus size. That's where I would have started with that. So my low ticket offer for you guys on tonight is to get that 3,000 vendor list. And then I will include make more money the Make More Money workshop to show you how to set it up. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4 thing, boom, and it's done. Now automation is automating your money for you. You don't have to show up, show your face. You just selling hair. You just selling clothes. I got that for $97 for whoever would take it, whoever would like it. I will give y'all that 3,000 plus vendor list. My brother did it. My brother did it. Selling hair and sold out. Because they always gonna buy hair. Always. Just got to know how to play a game. So I have that 3,000 bundle and the Make More Money online workshop combined for $97. But we on to some other things. Any other things that we are on is possessing and copying land and livestock because of what's going on. Making sure we come together as a community. You ain't got to up and jump ship, but at least you know if I need to go somewhere, I'm going somewhere where there's a whole community. And the store that we're going to open on this property, there is no other stores. It is going to go ham, crazy. It's out there where a whole bunch of ranch and farmland, and farmers. So they have to go 20 miles up into the city to go to the store. Yeah, that's going to change. Because now we have a store. And now everybody's going to be coming to us from within a 20-mile radius. Gonna go crazy. So if y'all interested in any of those opportunities, remember to make sure you email me, okay? I will probably take those emails and start looking at those emails. Well, I might look at them tonight. I don't know. I might look at them tonight, but email me on any of those opportunities. I'm going to go ahead and lay down. I'm super sleepy, super tired. I wanted to make sure that my people are very aware. That way you can't say at the end of the day, I didn't know, I didn't have an opportunity, I wasn't aware. Yes, you was. At the end of the day, you are aware. You are in control of your own life. You are in control of your own destiny outside of the Most High. You are in control of the actions that you take and the steps that you implement. He's giving you the ability to decide that. Okay? So the email is going across the bottom of the screen over here on YouTube and Facebook. I will tell y'all the information over here just in case. It's T.S. Tom, Tawana, J.S. John, T.S. Tom again. My last name, Worlds, with the S on the end, the world that we live in with the S on the end at yahoo.com. So that would be TJT Worlds at yahoo.com. TJTWORLDS at yahoo.com. All right. Love y'all. And I got to go check up out of here. And I will see y'all on the next side, the other side, on the next time, the next live, the next broadcast. I will see y'all if the Most High say the same. Peace. All right, TikTok, and you don't stop. Peace, peace. All right, y'all. Love you much. And I will see you guys again sometime soon.